practice my English so that I can talk as fluently as possible.
Well, I deeply respect that, Melinda. Have a lovely day.
You too.
You know, you should, when you're up in front of the class next week, you should do the same thing. Try it again, if you want to.
Yeah. Promise don't tease me.
I'm going to tease you.
I'll play with you.
That's the fast way to learn.
Yeah, it is. You know, that I caught you off guard. You know, because you are going to have people. No, I wouldn't treat somebody like that was coming to my house to sell my house. I wouldn't. I would be, you know, overly kind about it. But I did it on purpose to, as I said, to get you off your guard. And that was good. Yeah, it was really good. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you really $1 million seller?
Yeah.
Wow, good for you.
First year, #1 sales.
Wow.
Among 20 agents, I'm top sales.
Hot damn, girl.
So 20 transactions, 10 million in first year.
Wow. Good for you.
Thank you.
Bravo.
First year.
That's amazing.
How many years you just started?
I have been selling house-related products 20 years, but
Products
for 20 years. I joined my friend Jean Lee, the #1 realtor in
Her team?
Yeah, her team. Among 20 agents, I became #1 for the first year. So
now, can I ask, Melinda, are you selling to Native Americans or internationals?
All over.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
So my client, some of them are Chinese.
Okay.
But half Chinese. I think half Chinese or I would say Asian, and most of them are half are Caucasians.
Got it.
I would say Americans.
Cool.
And first year I do a lot of buyers. Second year I do a lot of listings.
Got it.
My background is because I'm an artist. I'm a designer.
You have a good eye for.
I'm a stager.
Right.
When I list the home, I sell very fast.
Right.
Because I know how to make house pretty.
Good for you. When we had our house, I wish you would all be welcome to come to my house sometime. I'll cook dinner for you.
Wow.
You will eat like kings
How
and
about
queens.
next week?
That's fine.
I heard dinner, so
but we had our house appraised by a real estate agent that works in our part of the county, over by Lake Michigan, you know, up by Great America, where Six Flags is. Yeah. And this, she's a black lady, and she's been in that area for 32 years. And she said, I can count on one hand the houses that I would walk into and say, nothing needs to be done here. She says, your house is ready to go on the market right now.
Wow.
I said, well, that's the highest compliment you could give me. I looked at my wife, I said, see who you're married to? Because I'm an artist.
Okay.
And she doesn't like it when I change. She didn't like it when I change the towels. She goes, why do you buy new towels? I go, because I can, and I like these better, and you know, it's just, so I appreciate that eye. And I think some real estate agents don't have that.
Not
and
everybody.
It's hard to buy a house with somebody like that. Anyway. Okay, so what's happening next week is everybody's coming up, and we're doing the alphabets, right? And then are we going to somebody's house for Chinese food?
Your house.
But I can't cook Chinese.
Oh, we can cook.
Okay.
It's a long ways away. It's 45 minutes from here.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Everyone, can you check if I said salt too correctly? Salt too.
Can I check the salt?
No. Well, you said Melinda had a hard time to see if you can check everybody and still, you know, I want to be checked to see if I can see those words correctly.
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 Not correctly, correctly.
Correctly.
No, correctly.
Correctly.
Just say correct.
Correctly.
Don't add an now in between correct and ly.
Correct.
Correctly.
Correctly.
You're adding an
Correct.
Correctly.
Correctly.
Very good. Now you just have to shorten the space and you've got it. Yeah.
So when you see
She did a really amazing job. Yeah, it was very, very good. Yeah.
When you see slow down big time, you mean slow down a lot, right?
Oh.
Because we speak.
Are you asking what the word big time means?
Yeah.
Oh, it's slang for a lot. Yeah. Okay. Like I'm hungry big time. That means a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You should have asked me that a long time. time ago. If I say something that's confusing,
I
you
don't
should
want
tell
to,
me.
I'm afraid to interrupt you.
Oh, okay.
You scored me.
Well, I scold you because you're talking when it's somebody else's turn.
So that's why.
And if they don't go through the steps, like Richard was focusing and concentrating so hard, for anybody to get in the way and help him, that's like going to physical therapy and somebody picks up your legs for you and goes, oh, do it like this. You don't do that in physical therapy. Your physical therapist says, come on, you can do it, you can do it. That's my job. So you should not feel scolded. You should just be quiet.
So that's a score again.
No, it's not scolding. That's not scolding. No,
Okay.
no.
That's
You
teaching,
know me.
Teaching a manner.
Yes, having manners in class, absolutely. Yes. Any questions about tonight? You have such a really nice voice, too. You have a compelling voice. Yeah, she really, Melinda has what I wish some of you are better with words than she is, but she really rings the tone. She has a natural sound that's really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a trombone. It's really, or a cello. It's really, hello, Ron. She's got that nice ring. That unconsciously is attractive to people. That sound of your voice, rather than if they come in and say, oh, may I come in, please? It's like, what is wrong with this guy? So it's okay to talk louder. Yeah.
I think I'm on the extreme side. I always talk louder.
For an Asian?
Yeah, for Asian, because I was a teacher.
Oh, I got, oh, yeah.
I got 50 students in the classroom.
Yeah, you have to talk
I have
louder.
to
Right.
be louder.
Well, it helped.
Yeah,
Listen to you
it
now.
does.
Well, and you, as a salesperson, you command my attention. Even if I didn't like you, which I do like you, you command my attention with that voice. Command. When someone is in command, they command your attention, right? There's a funny word. Command is a action, but it also can be an adverb. Command my attention. You have it. You get it. You have gotten it. Yeah. Okay, so, yes.
Oh, you were asking, do we have any questions?
Yes.
I just say, can you help check if I said sold correctly? Like you mentioned, Melinda,
You
we
mean
all have the problem.
spell the word.
So, have the word with L right in front of the other, C or other.
Okay, yes.
I'm just wondering if you can check, see if I can say those words correctly, or I also have the same problem.
Got it. I can.
Okay.
Yes.
So I try to say the word sold.
Oh,
Like
spell it for me.
S-O-L-D.
Oh, I thought you were saying salt.
Sold.
So old.
Sold.
You know that thing inside of you that's who you are? S-O-U-L. Soul. Soul.
Sold.
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 Yeah.
Sold.
So for a while, you might have to overdo that sound to make it right. Whereas I would just say, oh, I sold that to you. And actually, we have talked about articulated consonants and unarticulated consonants. So you could either say sold, which is articulated. Listen, don't talk, just listen, okay? Or soul, which is unarticulated. I can say hat, which is stopped, or hat, which is articulated. I can say bug or bug. Lots of ending consonants have two different ways of saying them. They're called articulated or stopped. So sold is unarticulated, stopped, or sold. That's articulated. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I know I've said this to you before.
Yes.
Yeah. Like my first name is Ronald. Or I could say Ronald with no, you barely know that the D is there, but I stop it and you can still understand it. You can say it or it. You can say cat or cat. You can say, all kinds of things. Food or food, which is what I'm thinking about right now.
How about my name? Richard.
Richard or Richard. And you don't get to stop it. You need to say Richard.
Richard.
I'm sorry?
Richard.
I'm sorry?
Richard.
I'm sorry?
Richard.
Okay.
So why he needed to do that?
Because
Not stop.
I was trying to get him up to his right level. Because every time he said it louder, he got higher, didn't he? Did you hear that? Yeah.
And Ron, you know, one thing I really value, you know, the thing you help
Value.
value.
Got to get your L there.
Value.
Val.
Value.
Good! Oh my gosh, your tongue is perfect. Value.
Value.
So value.
Value.
Good.
The most important that I value, like you are helping us, especially me, is you have the ear and you give the feedback. A lot of times, you know, I don't trust my ear. Like the one you can see, you know, you did it correctly, but I couldn't tell.
Right.
So
yeah.
That's where I want you. I mean, if you could do, like, say, if Melinda have a soul, you know, maybe help us to see also if we can see it correctly, because I couldn't hear myself say it wrong.
Yeah, but you actually have really good English.
But you can still catch I have a lot of.
Some, yeah. But you know, you've got some serious good English going. Your voice is under a shadow. It's under a cover. So I don't feel like you're speaking in the best place for your voice. Not to, but by the way, I need to make this very clear. Way over time. When I'm talking about your voice being in the best place, I'm mostly thinking about speech giving. Because if Richard uses his everyday voice, no one's going to hear him. If you use your everyday voice, no one's going to hear you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and that sounds loud to you, right? Yeah. But if you want to give a speech, you're going to have to, you know, get up there, like, mimic Melinda. This is a really good example. She's got a great voice. Yeah, Michelle.
My question is, can you help
My
us?
question is.
Can you help each of us to find our voice, like range?
Our voice?
Voice.
Our what?
Our voice.
Our what?
Voice.
Nope. The. Oh, it's really hard for you, isn't it?
I know.
Our
voice.
There! Yeah, you should see yourself in the mirror. Go home, you know, before you go to bed, just do yourself a favor and say it like you just did. You're not used to making that with your mouth. Voice.
Voice.
Yeah! You don't even sound like Michelle when you say that. No, you don't. You don't. And when you learn how to say sold, you don't even sound like Melinda anymore. You'll sound like just a regular English-speaking person. Notice I did not say American. Remember what we're learning in here? Proper English, not proper American street lingo. Huh? Okay.
So one more question. How do I find where is the best place of my voice?
What's a praise?
You said the best place.
A praise?
Yeah, place.
Place.
Yeah, place.
We do
my
some
voice.
experimenting. So you talk up here.
Yeah.
You, the first time you came to the class, you were talking about how your voice seems tired a lot, right?
Raspy.
Raspy.
Yeah, raspy.
It doesn't sound raspy. Yeah. Can you say raspy?
Raspy.
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 That's not raspy, but it is louder. Yeah. You tend to be way down here. Okay. So in general, finding the right register is just a little bit of personal attention. I mean, if everybody wants to do that next week, we can. We can just have everybody. She won't need to. She probably won't need to. But Min won't need to. But almost all of you need to find the right register. We've already worked with Richard, so we know he's got his register taken care of. If you think your register is an issue, just say, hey, before I get started, can we just do an experimentation with my register? Sure. Yeah. Okay. Food.
So next Sunday will be same time.
Yes.
6:30 to 8:30.
Right.
Okay.
So something to think about if you decide to ask me this, that you want to continue. The price I gave you in the fall was a special deal. So I'm not punishing you. I was happy to give you that deal, but the price will not be $90 for the future. All right. So that's something to think about. And then, Sunday evenings.